Alright, think y'all can hear me hopefully. What's good with y'all? In today's video, I got a top 10 for y'all, and I'm going to be explaining every single number and why I put them there. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's start at the very bottom, number 10. We got New Sparking Videl, Ultra Golden Frieza, and Barney. Uh, Barney, I feel like is kind of obvious. Very annoying character with a lot of disrupts. He's yellow. I just feel like he doesn't really have that damage to be like a core on any team. But like if you don't have some of these yellows, he's definitely a good backup option. He's hitting you with paralysis. He's deleting your cards. He's reducing your key. I think he takes your Dragon Balls. Don't quote me. Yeah, he just does a lot of annoying stuff. He's very annoying. And at number 2 in the number 10 spot, we got Ultra Golden Frieza. And I was even debating putting him on this list. And it seems kind of wild. I feel like if you wanted to, you could take him off, put him at number 11. But I just put him number 10 with these guys just because, like, I don't know. I don't necessarily think Barney is better than him. I just think he's more valuable. And let's talk about Ultra Golden Frieza. He's a purple, and we already know who the best purple in the game is, so the only reason you're gonna be running him is because you don't have the other purples. He does have a very great mechanic that still does a lot of damage. The comeback feature nullifies unfavorable element factors, and it can still fuck up most of these yellows in the game. Like it can fuck up Super Baby, it can fuck up Fusing Gogeta Blue, it can fuck up Barney. And it most bro, from what I've seen, I don't run greens, but it can still like basically one shot most greens in the game, even Omega Shenron. Um, he's just power crept, and there's better options than him, I would say. His green card mechanic is still fucking stupidly dumb. It's so stupidly dumb. So dumb. So dumb. The one time I made it to Godly, I was using him, Gohan, and Super 17. Gohan in leader slot, obviously. That powerful op team. But yeah, I think he's still. If they give him, I don't know. They just need to do something with him. Maybe make a new cooler unit, and then I think he can probably make that top 7 or something. And okay, I don't know why the fuck it wanted to do that today. But next on last on this top 10, we got Sparking Videl. I don't even want to put her here. I haven't read her kit. I just feel like people would get mad if they didn't see her in the top 10. So yeah, you fucking clowns are happy. Oh, but that was so good. You're just saying that 'cause she's a fucking girl. She's useless. Um. Anyways, at number 9 we got Ultra Broly with the plat. With the plat, and I want those to be like the highlighted, bolded words of what I just said. With the plat, because with his plat, he's locking you in and he's reducing your gauge. So it's an easy rush with this man, depending on who you lock in. Like, there's not really any revive units out. There are a couple of anti-rush units, I like to call them, because it can survive a rush. But yeah, and you don't even need to rush. He's locking you in and reducing your vanishing gauge at the same time. It's an easy ult with him. His only problem is that he's super fucking weak to any yellow in the game. Like I think, okay, man. Okay. Really love when my fucking headset dies like that. But anyways, he's just super weak to any yellow in the game. Like I think Barney can one shot him with a blue. It's pretty sad. His defenses are whack, but he does have that one. Like I think he's top 9 because of his equips. I think most early units, if they make top 10, it's gonna be because of the fucking equips on them. Like every single Broly unit has stupidly good equips. Like when Green Zenkai Broly got his plat, Jit was fucking broken. I remember that. I remember that. Oh, that was stupid to play against. But anyways, yeah, it's Broly, man. Who doesn't fucking like Broly? Uh, coming in at number 8, we got a kind of a dynamic duo of the Annie. We got the two best Zenkais, debatably we've ever seen. I wouldn't argue against it. Like they're still top 10. I think some of the only one I could really argue being better would probably be G4. He just I don't know, he was very good. When you got that fucking little Zenkai. Man, I'm so tired of calling that shit Zenkai. I'm gonna just call it fucking Z. Cause Zenkai just sounds so nerdy, man. When G4 got his Z, he was so fucking good. Oh man, I miss those days. Running running GT, making it to God League. At least trying to. Well, so close. 1100. Uh, but yeah, Fusion, Zamasu, Kid Buu, both some of the best Zenkais we've ever seen. They each have plats, and it's kind of funny because they're kind of like opposites of each other. Like this dude is gonna destroy you with a strike, and this dude is just going to destroy you with a blast. Like it's not even funny how much blast damage this guy can do. And I think it's pretty stupid actually. And he's drawing so many greens. He's getting his vanishing gauge back, so you're just getting fucked in the butt by him every 10 seconds. And if you want, you can leader slot UG2 on Majin Buu Z Saga with Ulthan, or you can leader slot him on what's it called? Hybrids. But no one's really doing that. Anyways, yeah, he's pretty broken. Both of them need their plat, I would say, because without their plat, you can just kind of take them off the list. But with their plat and fully maxed out Zenkai, they both make number 8. IMO. Next up, we got Super Baby 2, and it was kind of crazy for me, at least, to put him on this list. Like, because here's his thing. He's a good unit if you have him high stars. If you don't have him at least 9 stars, don't run him. There's no point, not a point in the world. He's going to get obliterated by any color, even purples. He can't tank. Uh, he still has one of the best disrupts in the game. He has an annoying green card for those little fuckers that like to blast and then tap right after. Uh, yeah, not much else to say about him. He's an annoying unit, just like his fucking. Okay, well, thank you, Cord. Thank you for doing that. Just like his other GT buddy, Barney. And speaking of Barney, we got Fusion Barney at number 6. And I would like to put him like up here. Because I honestly think he's number 3. He's one of the best kits in the game. He is indestructible with a really stupid gauge that can disrupt or what was the word? Assist your combo, I guess. It can extend it, gives him card draw speed, gives him 10 counts of cover null, it gives him a lot of stuff that assist your combos. And he is indestructible, so he's anti rush or anti ult. You know what I mean. His only problem, the only reason I don't have, because honestly, in my opinion, I think he's better than Fusion Super Vegito. But there's one problem with him. He's a fucking green, man. He's a fucking green. He's a fucking green. And ironically enough, he pairs up with Fusion Super Vegito so well because he just draws so many Dragon Balls. He gets you so many Dragon Balls. It's so annoying. Like, it's really fucking stupid how many Dragon Balls he draws, and you and it's so funny too. You don't even have to be using him, and he still draws them. Like, oh, it's cringe. It's cringe. He's on Fusion Warriors, GT, and Powerful Opponent, and also Regen. So him pair up really well. He's Blast type too, and I don't use him anymore. But when I was using him, holy, his Blast just destroyed. If you had type null on him, because he gets that 2 ways. He gets it from his first 3 entries into the battlefield, and then after I think 50 timer counts, he gets it from the green. If you had cover null on him and you just spam those blasts, it had potential to kill this guy. Well, no, because if you got him to 50% health, then you just, no more playing the game. But yeah, he's going to age very, 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 very fucking good. Within, I think by Legends Fest, depending on what units come out, I think he's gonna be up here. I don't think he's gonna be better than any ultras that come out, but I think he's gonna age very fucking good. And if you want to talk about aging, we're gonna talk about this fucking guy who's going to age like milk. Fusing Gogeta Blue. I'll say this: his value solely relies on this guy. So if you want, you can say, he's better than Broly, do this, and it's not crazy. I don't know if he's better than Alt-Han. He does kind of annihilate Alt-Han, but on the flip side, let me not talk about Alt-Han yet. Fusion Gogeta Blue, direct counter to the best unit in the game. He's kind of like half and half. Very good offense, very poor defense. And the teams you're going to be running him on don't really have those defensive units. In the team I'm trying to run right now, I wanna use Omega, but what I'm running right now is UG4, Broly, and Fusing Gogeta Blue. And I would love to run Omega over Fusing Gogeta Blue. I just have Fusing Gogeta Blue more stars. I have Omega 5 stars, and I have him 7. So also he's a yellow. Very a lot of value right there. That puts him top 5 for sure. And the assault chain, wow, it's one of my favorite mechanics. I don't think it's one of the best. Well,
The
I do think
garden
it's
is our family's happy place, and
who
having a car that
the
allows
fuck?
us to do what we love and helps us is such a wonderful thing. These are memories we will cherish for years to come.
That scared the dog shit out of me. I can't lie. I was Ooh, ooh, that scared me. Um, Fusing Gogeta Blue, Assault Chain, one of my favorite mechanics, also one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. Maybe a little bit biased in this, but I would definitely say he's top five at least. Moving on to number four. I feel like these two pair well, but at the same time they don't. Because this dude is meant to stop every single yellow in the game, which is why I feel like you need to run Broly with UG4. And it just comes into a clash at a certain point because obviously, I mean, unless you're running Pride, and I like to take Pride literally because it's pretty gay to play Pride, but you can't run 4 units, and it's a damn shame because UG4, Fusing Super Vegito, and Broly is a good team. UG4, Fusing Super Vegito, and Fusing Gogeta Blue is a good team. UG4, like all of these here, all of these guys right here pair up together very well. Like you can run these three, you can run these three, you can run Broly, Omega, and Fusing Gogeta Blue, and it's be a good team. And it just narrows down to like what you like and what you want to run. Um, and they're all different colors too, no racial. But yeah, for me, it's difficult to like make a team because I have Broly 6 stars, and I feel like he just runs so much better with Omega. But at the same time, dude, what the fuck is this? Why something wrong with it? I'm about to crash out. Ah, anyways, yeah, Broly. What can I say? He's a pretty fucking good unit. Pretty good unit. You want me to talk about him? You already know about him, so there's really no point. But I will talk about him. My main problem with him is that his role kind of conflicts with like fusing Gogeta Blue's role and UG4's role, and they're okay. All right, dude. I'm actually they're both supposed to be. They're all supposed to be the offensive units of the team, and I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't sync well because most of the time, for me at least, it's very rare I get Broly and fusing Gogeta Blue. Like it's very rare I transform both of them. I do usually do transform at least one, and if I don't, UG4 always clutches. UG4 always clutches. That's just a fact. But anyways, yeah, he has cover change prevention, which is a very great mechanic. My only problem is that it doesn't lock them in, so it's like it's kind of not pointless because it does deal damage, but I would say Ultra UIs is better just because of the fact it locks you in and he draws an ult. Um, but that's not to say he does not do good damage because he does fucking. That's the only thing he does. He can't tank defense for shit, but he can give damage like a moth. His blue card one shots mostly every unit unless they're blue. Even then, you're still gonna do damage. Pre-transformation, I think, is his downfall. There's just not much you can do. You know, he is also a problem with him, I would say. He doesn't get any arts cost reductions, or he doesn't really have very much good key recovery. So doing like long combos with him is a little hard, but you don't need to be doing combos when you're doing damage like him. Uh, anyways, Yeah, that's the goat. And at number three, we got Alt Han. And I feel like Alt Han is very similar to MVP 17. The only difference is I don't know if he's gonna age as well as MVP 17 unless a super broken green comes out. Because MVP 17 aged very good because of the amount of broken reds that were coming out. Uh, UVB, I think that put him like top three at the time when UVB came out. I know he stayed top 10 until just about Red Vegeta came out. That's around the time he left the top 10. But he is like very similar kit to MVP 17. He gets Vanishing Gauge back very easily. He has a stupidly broken ult where he can drop it and you can't do anything. If he main ability and then ults you, that is a unit gone. I don't think his ult is as powerful as UG4 is, but I think if it's a raw ult, it's just broken because it also nullifies element factors too. And he's just a very great unit. His main problem, this is a lot of problems for most other purples, is that he's not the best purple. The only reason you're going to be running him is because you don't have him. I would I would never run this guy over this guy in a million years. At least not right now. I just said in a million years, but anyways, UG4, I mean Alt-Han, pretty good. Has gives support, gives defense. Did I just see a Down syndrome person at Universal? What the fuck are these ads? Alt-Han, top three for sure. And at number two, you have the Menace himself. Well, I feel like it's just camping that number two spot. He's sat in there for so long. Uh, or maybe not even number two, but that number three, top three. He's just sat in top three for a fucking minute now. I think he's going to continue to sit there until broken greens start coming out. Because his rising rush ability is still the best mechanic in the game. They need to make a. I mean, well, this guy kind of counters that, which is why, like once UG4 gets out of where he is, oh, dude, UG4 being number one determines the rest of this list. I'm not gonna lie, and at least most of it. I don't think Broly is impacted much by UG4. They're kind of like neutral to each other. But if that Rising Rush, guaranteed Rising Rush, is so fucking stupid that even after they release the anti Vegito unit, he's still number two. It's pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid the kit they gave this guy. The tag is pretty good. You know, he's nullifying element factors on entry. So if someone were to so what the fuck am I even trying to say? If a green drops in and he's on the battlefield, that's 3 timer counts of fucking element shits. Holy fuck, I can't talk right now. That's 3 counts of element factor nullification, and he does a lot of damage. His main problem is that he can't tank for shit. And most of the teams he's on, there's no one who can tank for him. I guess you could say Majin Buu Z Saga. Alt-Han is pretty good at tanking, especially those annoying alts, you know. Alt-Han is one of the very few people who can survive a UG4 alt, unless it's a raw alt. in which case you're just cooked. But yeah. Speaking of UG4, let's just fucking move on to him. What do I need to say about him? Best ult in the game, best gauge in the game, best best everything in the game. His blue card is restoring vanishing gauge. AoE green that draws 2 cards, locks him into so you can rush him. Uh, What do I need to say? It's UG4, man. He's purple. He's purple. Oops. Yeah, yeah. If you want to know how good this guy was, let me show you where Ultra Gohan was the day before his release. Let me show you where Ultra Gohan was. Let me show you, man. This is where Ultra Gohan was, and Gohan was too. This is where Ultra Gohan was, and then once the second he came out, you want to know where Ultra Gohan was? And that's being generous. That is being very generous. And you want to know where he is now? Right fucking here. Right here, man. Like I don't even think he's fucking. I think he might edge himself into top 15 just because he has an amazingly broken kit. Don't get me wrong, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That gauge saves him so hard because if he gets hit by one strike card from honestly either of these two, he's gone. He's just he's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I don't know. I just I just think the fact that UG4 single-handedly brought top 1 to 9 and out of the top 10 in general is kind of crazy to me. It's what they do to most Gohan units, to be honest. They usually make them super broken and then they make the unit that fucks them. You want to go back to Blue Beast, Rose, fucking fucked him. And then what was the next broken Gohan? Was it Red Beast? What unit fucked him? I don't know. He kind of I don't know. That was like the one Gohan that didn't get fucked super heavily. I guess Bomku kind of countered him. Bomku could very much tank Red Beast. The only problem with Red Beast was, the Red Pan and then the UG2 duo, double Zenkai buffing. I hate that fucking team. That's such a piece of shit. But anyways, yeah, here's the top 10. And I know I have a couple units in the same spot, but that's just because, like, I don't think Majin Buu is better than Fusion Zamasu, but I don't think Fusion Zamasu is better than Majin Buu. I think they're very equal. I also think Super Baby, like, if he wasn't yellow, he's probably top. An honorable mention for sure. But he is yellow, so he's number 7. Anyways, y'all, that's it for this one. Let me know if you agree. Let me know what you disagree with. I love feedback. I'll see y'all later.